Here's a theory. Is Willy Wonka a Weasley? Today I want to go over the theory that Willy Wonka is actually in fact George Weasley, the surviving Weasley twin. Now this theory actually pertains solely to Gene Wilder's Willy Wonka, as no other Willy Wonka actually works for this theory. In fact, Gene Wilder even looks like he could be a Weasley. But let's move on just to appearances, because appearances can be misleading. I want to get the obvious out of the way first by saying Willy Wonka owns a magical candy factory. That's what the Weasley twin brothers did before the war happened. And his only employees are elves that do all the work for him. That's commonplace in the Harry Potter universe. But beyond that, there's a lot more subtle things that you may not have noticed before. You may remember that while George helped Harry escape from some Death Eaters, he actually had his ear cursed off. And you may also remember that Willy Wonka actually says that he's a bit deaf in one of his ears.
I'm a trifle deaf in this ear. Speak a little louder next time.
Whether or not he had permanent damage to his ear, we don't know. But it's definitely not out of character for a Weasley twin to joke about something like that. In fact, they did right after it happened.
How are you feeling, Georgie?
Saint-like.
Come again?
Saint-like. I'm holy, Fred. You get it?
Now in the Harry Potter universe, everybody has their own magic wand. Willy Wonka doesn't show off any magic wand, but he has a walking stick that he always keeps with him, even though he doesn't actually need it or use it. And in the Harry Potter universe, that wasn't an uncommon place to hide wands. This theory also brings clarity to the reaction, or lack thereof, that Willy Wonka has when terrible things happen to the kids. They're all just reactions to spells that he created and can easily undo. Like most spells in the Harry Potter universe, wizards are just unfazed by them. They're used to them. A little girl turning into a blueberry might be dangerous and crazy to somebody like us, but to a wizard, that's just an average prank. Now, as I mentioned previously, George Weasley owned a magical candy factory with his twin brother Fred. Now, after Fred died, it must have been very hard for George to continue on in his work like he did, but that's probably why he continued to work by himself. He would also maintain a mysterious past and change his name. Having your identical twin brother die must do some strange things to you. In essence, it's basically like losing your other half. What kind of effects might that have on you? I don't know, maybe something like splitting every single thing in your office straight down the middle, including a statue of yourself in a mirror to signify that you're only half of a whole? I don't know. Maybe something like that. Honestly, when you look at everything all together, it seems to me it's pretty obvious that he actually is, in fact, George Weasley. None of it's undeniable proof, but there seem to be a lot of facts around this theory. But at the end of the day, it's just a film theory. What do you guys think?
I don't care.
I'm Simon from SimonsRants, and that was my rant for today.